Okay. The topic is on climate. So, one of the basic mistakes that people always make is when they refer to weather, they always mention climate. So, when a person asks, how's the climate? He will probably ask, what is the weather on that day? So, as you can see, there's a huge difference between weather and climate. A climate refers to the total weather conditions over a large area and over a long period of time. So this is generally over 20 to 30 years, a climate of a place. So the climate rarely changes, and then the weather refers to the state of the weather atmosphere at any period of time. So if I ask what is the weather now, you can say rainy. If I ask what was the weather yesterday, you can say sunny. So the weather keeps changing, but climate generally remains the same. So the world as is divided into different climatic regions. So all of them have their own benefits, negatives, positives, and all. So the climate of India, which is southern Asia, most of the southern Asian countries are described as monsoon. So India is given as the monsoon type. So in Asia, this type is found mainly in the south and southeast. So, despite all this general pattern, India still has such a great change in temperature within the country itself. So, if you see, India covers such a small area and is in the south, and it still has great variations in temperature in the north, east, southwest. This is because the Tropic of Cancer passes over it, divides the country exactly in half, and then the south is called the subtropic and the north is called the tropic. This is why India has both subtropic and tropical regions. So if you see in India itself, in summer in Rajasthan it would be 50 degrees, and then in Kashmir it would be 20 degrees. And then in winter, if you see, in Kashmir it would be minus 45 degrees, and in the same winter, during the same time, Kerala will have like 20 degrees. So there is huge difference in temperature within the country itself. So the main factors that control weather or climate is, so if you see weather and climate, both of them have the same factors. Though both are very different, the same factors affect them. Though those factors are latitude, altitude, pressure, wind system, distance from sea, which is continentally, and ocean currents and relief features. So, due to the curvature of Earth, the amount of solar energy received varies according to its latitude. Latitude means the height of the specific area, and then altitude means like the position of that specific area. The pressure and the wind system of an area depend on the altitude and latitude of that place. So depending on the altitude, it can be more, it can be less. Depending on the latitude, the wind can be higher and it can be lower. So as the distance from the sea increases, its moderating influence decreases and the people experience extreme weather conditions. So when the distance from the sea is very high, you will be experiencing cold weather system, and the wind will be like uncontrollable compared to that in a plain area. So for example, any coastal area with warm or cold current flowing past will be warmed or cooled if the winds are onshore. So relief also plays such a major role in determining the climate of a place. So relief features are, for example, relief features is very new. So what it is, for example, in India, the main relief feature is Himalayas. They stop the cold winds from entering India, so they like stop the cold winds which enter from the Central Asian countries. So because of this block, the winters in India, it does not snow mostly in the south and the east and west. It does not snow much because in India the winter and the snow is all controlled by the Himalayas. So and then this is why compared to the central and east and western Asian countries, India has a milder winters. So and then there is jet stream, which is an important component. So they are like located in 27 to 30 north latitude, Okay, so jet stream is a narrow belt of high altitude that is situated in the clouds, and their speed varies from 100 to 200 kilometers. Okay, so a number of separate jet streams have been identified. The most constants are the mid latitude and the subtropical jet stream. So the climate of India is strongly influenced by the monsoon winds. So, mm, how did India become the monsoon type? The Arabs who had come during the British period had also come to India as traders, so they named this seasonal reversal as the type monsoon. The word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word meaning mosim, meaning season, which literally means season. So monsoon refers to the seasonal reversal in the wind direction during a year. So, and then the main things differential heating and cooling of land and water, the shift of position of inner tropical convergence and high pressure area, Tibet, so the intense heat during the summer, the movement of westerly jet stream and the north, as in the tropical easterly jet stream over the Indian peninsula. So they all play a key feature in like the climate of India. So over the past 30 years, India's climate is like nicknamed the monsoon type because of its seasonal changes and its rainy seasons.